a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Guess what? I've been on Itch.io again. I'm not sorry. We're looking at Behemoth's Curse. Yes, my Twitter profile is Hellraiser themed. It's, hold on, I'll get the image for you. Hi, everybody. So I'm doing this in front of my lovely supporters who help keep the channel alive, because God knows nobody else does. So these are exclusive streams where they get to basically watch me play this live and be smartasses in the chat. Where is my Hellraiser image? It's because the fan base kept shipping Lily with Pinhead. That's why that exists now. This is the penultimate version. Translations are still in the works, but the game story is complete in English. Please report any issues to Nightfox. We've seen that email before. Or we've seen Nightfox before. We did another couple of games by them. Before we begin our tale, we need to set some options. By default, Visual Novel employs the use of mini-games to challenge the player to unlock certain extra story beats. However, these mini-games can be turned off such that choices branching past become more important. Okay. At certain points from the Preferences menu during play. Okay. Green centered text. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's not a bad idea. They let you know. Minigames will remain on until disabled. Finally, the default name for the protagonist is Matthew Thompson. You can change that now. Always change it to Anon. It's our rule. I don't know why it's our rule, but it's become our rule. Yeah, that's fine. A brisk wind blows through the forest as I continue to enjoy a mid-afternoon hike. I come out here at least twice a week, but both to enjoy nature and to burn some calories. The funny thing about nature, though, is that you have to follow several rules in order to avoid problems. First, you should always let someone know where you're going and when you're expected to return. Okay, these are the guys that made Malavent. Okay. And the Five Nights one. Alright. First, okay. Whoop. Second, whatever you bring, it has to be brought back. Even a stray candy wrapper can cause major problems. Third, never climb staircases you find in the woods. Not after what happened to the last search and rescue rangers. Oh, we're bringing in that. Okay. Fourth, and perhaps the most important, never stray from the path, even if you have a good reason for it. Ignore these guidelines as how people go missing, because injured or worse. Imagine the irony going through my head when I came upon a strange sight along the path and considered breaking those rules. Doubly so when I noticed that the forest has grown ominously quiet around me. I'm fairly certain that these grisly and bloody remains used to belong to a deer. But this doesn't look like the work of a normal predator. This deer has been absolutely eviscerated. That looks like a wolf could have done that. There's great furrows in the ground, and along the nearby trees, crimson ichor coats the leaves of the tallest trees. Fair enough. Whatever killed this poor creature did so with extreme prejudice. What the hell did this? The forest around me does not answer my query. Normally, this would be a sign for me to turn around and leave the woods as soon as possible. But one specific detail of the scene catches my attention. There's strange tracks leading off the path. Hold on. What left these? I'm not an expert by any means, but I can tell something is off with these tracks. Most of the tracks have a quadrupedal gait to them, with prints featuring large talons and an extended profile. Oh, you're welcome. As long as you enjoy me reading, I don't mind doing it. The strange thing, though, is that there are some tracks made with a distinctly more human stride. Or at least something capable of walking on 2 legs as opposed to 4. I can't think of any animal that can alter so freely between such walking styles. Well, besides a human. Perhaps someone is injured out there or in need of assistance? I should follow the rules and leave, but... Should I investigate the strange tracks? Alright, chat, should we investigate the strange tracks or should we leave them be? It is all up to you. Oh, hey, Raven. People want us to investigate? Alright. I realize that I'm likely walking right into a proverbial bear's den. My bleeding heart may be the death of me, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself if there was someone that needed help and I abandoned them. Do a Far Cry and say no. Fuck. I might go back and do that. Besides, I'm too curious about the mystery of the former deer. I follow the tracks to an almost perfectly hidden cave tucked into the side of a hill. The only hint I have that someone or something came to this way is a single green scale at the entrance. Fuck, it's a dragon. Said scale is definitely reptilian, but I don't know of any reptile capable of leaving one this big behind. Are we going to seduce the dragon? Hold on, where's my dice? Okay, I have dice. Let's try to seduce the dragon. That's a D&D joke that only D&D people get. Yep, bard time! I know I've read way too many fantasy novels when my first thought of it might be a dragon inside the cave. See? The interior of the cave is dark and still. The only sound is the faint wind flowing from the entrance into the cave steps. Like any good hiker, I carry a flashlight, flick it on, and take a look around. Nothing here unless... I nearly fall back onto my ass as my flashlight illuminates several pairs of eyes and scaled limb. A deep rumbling growl emanates from the creature, causing the marrow in my bones to chill. Easy there. Easy. That deer must have been your doing, huh? What should I do? We're gonna die. In an attempt to placate the creature, I try to soothe it with words. I'm mostly just repeating it's okay and other noises one might use with their pet at home. The creature doesn't move, but it does surprise me by speaking for the first time. Go away. The voice is husky yet feminine, like a chain smoker on their third pack of the day. Oh my god, I got the right voice! There's also a note of malice and rage in her tone. From the sound of it, I'm not sure how long I can push my luck by staying here. I try talking to the creature again. The creature's eyes wink out one by one as it withdraws into the darkness. Maybe I scared it off? So we're gonna go deeper like an idiot. Oh, it's animated. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Ha! There's a There's a death counter! I like that. So far, I'm down for this game. Tamer dinosaur game that is being released soonish? No, I have not. I don't want to risk being eaten. It's best that I leave the cave for now. I slowly back away from the creature, making no sudden movements during my retreat. It watches me the entire time, but otherwise it doesn't react. Still, I don't completely turn my back until the cave is several hills away. My heartbeat is going a mile a minute as the weight of what just happened catches up to me. Hold on, sorry. That was no ordinary creature. I thought it might have been a dumb beast, but it actually spoke. Why is button? Hold on. I wonder if that means I can coax it into talking with me. Maybe food would help? That's probably a horrible idea, but... Let's see. Sorry, give me a second. I'm short. There we go. I need to get a better pillow for my head while I'm streaming. Fuck it! Encountering the creature is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in a good while. Between my curiosity and the call of the void, I can't help but want to go back. Though I think I'll grab some meat to see if that gets the creature talking some more. So we'll do a proper visual novel stream another day, like the ones on Switch that we've been doing. But right now, I'm enjoying the Itch.io stuff. Day 1. The next day I arrive at the creature's cave with a backpack full of fresh meat from my local butcher. Only time and luck will tell if I will have enough to get the creature talking. Go away. What should I do? I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature tears into the meat ferociously without saying a thing. Can't you take a hint? While the creature is eating, I try talking to it. Do you have a name? I hear the sound of bones popping and shifting as the creature readjusts itself. Human tongues cannot replicate my natural name. And even if they could, why would I share that with you? I'm just trying to break the ice. The only thing that will be breaking is your skull if you keep talking to me. A low growl punctuates her remark, yet I push forward all the same. This man is retarded. Well, I'm Anon if it matters to you. It doesn't. I do not need to know the name of my next meal. I might be imagining it, but I think I hear the creature licking her lips. All right, well, are you hurt at all? I saw the furrows and scales you left outside. All of her eyes open at once and remain so, unblinking. My well-being is of no concern of yours. A predator does not share their injuries with their prey. And yet you're talking to me all the same. Another rumble comes from the creature, followed by a snort. You are pressing my patience, little human. If you wish to die that quickly, simply say so. Even now I can smell the fear on you. It overwhelms you whether you recognize it or not. 1 second. Something approaching a guttural chuckle comes from her. All you humans are alike, afraid of which you do not understand. We've been nice to you! I mean, yeah, I'm scared that you might eat me, but I think that's a normal reaction. Oh, there is no might to be had here. From the moment you appeared before me, your fate was sealed. So you're saying that no matter what I do, you're going to kill me? If that's the case, why don't you simply skip ahead to that? You said yourself, I'm trying your patience. Her eyes narrow, frustration and anger creeping into her already rage-filled tone. I love the fact our character is now shit-talking back at this thing. A prey that willingly offers itself for consumption cannot be trusted. And when it comes to humans, you are particularly revolting. Are you saying I wouldn't taste good? You are clearly more foolish than I initially considered. The creature falls silent after that. Leave me alone. Alright, let's see. I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature tears into it. While the creature is eating, I try talking again. You're in a more talkative mood now? The creature lets out a huff of annoyance. What is it you're getting at? What is it you're getting out of this? What do you mean? I mean, what is your end goal? I have made it clear that continuing to bother me will result in your death. Is it that you seek destruction? Because I am more than happy to oblige, if so. I will beat your ass. I think for a moment while the creature's bones rattle. I don't think I have an end goal, if I'm being honest. Snorting, the creature scoffs at me. You expect me to believe that? Every human has some kind of twisted goal. It is part of what makes you hairless apes so repulsive. Alright, what's your end goal then? You dare ask me such a question? I can repeat it if it would help. A brief... We're gonna die anyway, we might as well be a smartass. A brief flash of the creature's large jaw filled with countless shark-like teeth makes it clear what she thinks of that. I will not tolerate impudence, yes, like that again. Impudence. My goal is simple, survive. You seem more intelligent than a majority of predators, though. Surely simply survival is too small a goal. The creature withdraws, yet she keeps speaking all the same. You misunderstand, little human. Survival is paramount for me to potentially return home one day. Then why wasn't your goal return home? Her middle set of glowing eyes returns into view. This would be obvious to anyone with a brain. Perhaps you do not comprehend the nuance of your own language. I cannot simply return home. There are multiple roadblocks that must be overcome first. Yeah, I think I'm missing something here. Normally, I would attribute this to the fault of your primitive means of communication. However, I am beginning to wonder if your gray matter is severely underdeveloped. I mean, something is clearly wrong with me for wanting to keep coming back. Our character is a bard! Chat, my D&D party thinks I like to fuck monsters. Gee, I wonder why. And now we know how annoying fan interaction... I'm not gonna fucking comment on that. Although, to be fair, this is the most excitement I've had in my life in a while. Although huff of warm air expands outwards the creature's hidden nostrils. So you come to chat with me simply because you are bored? What a pathetic life you must live. Yeah, maybe you're right. What is life like normally for you? I mean, what were you doing before this? I was sleeping, you ass. A significant amount of fury enters the creature's voice as it answers. That is none of your concern. You would do well not to inquire further along that line. Now let me sleep or I'll beat your ass. Alright, I get it. Touchy subject. Go away, Anon. I tire of this conversation. Did she just use my name? Alright, I think it's a good time to get out of here. I decide to make an exit while the creature is still eating. I'm surprised how much I was able to get the creature to talk today. That's a good sign, right? Just getting the creature to talk to me is a great start, all things considered. I'm still amazed it even can talk in the first place. I didn't quite understand the nuance behind the creature's goals, but at least I understand its desire to go home. The fact it doesn't want to talk about what it was doing prior to the cave makes me think it's not sunshine and rainbows in the past. We lived another day? Unfortunately, I couldn't afford as much meat as before, but the butcher was curious why I needed so much of it. I told her that I was feeding the local wildlife, to which she scoffed and made a deal with me. Moving forward, the butcher will give me the gizzards and any extra meat that wouldn't normally fit to sell. For now, though, I'll have to make do with what I've got. Why do you keep coming back? Because I'm bored? Again, I'm really enjoying this. How about you guys? I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature tears into the meat ferociously. Why do you keep coming back? Okay, let's see. We got a better chance of talking. While the creature is eating, I try to talk. The creature is unresponsive at first, so I turn to leave. That's it? You simply came to deliver a meal? Yeah, I figured you were annoyed by me. Yet again, you push the boundaries of what I will tolerate. You know you keep saying that, but you've yet to eat me. The sound of gnashing teeth echo across the walls of the cave. I am simply letting you marinate. That way you will taste better than the meat you keep bringing to me. Huh, I thought the meat I've been giving you was top shelf stuff. Perhaps to a human, but to my palate, it is like tasting raw sewage. Then I'll stop bringing it. I didn't say that. The creature hisses and extends her claws forward. If you do that, the only thing I'll have to eat is you. So you keep saying, there must be some reason you haven't done so yet. There's a pause as the creature considers her words. You do not reek of fear and desperation as you did in our first encounter. The longer I wait, the less tainted your flesh will be from such hormones. I see, so it's not because you're lonely then. The creature surges forward, only stopping right at the cusp of the light filtering into the cave. You dare imply such a thing? That I am capable of being lonely. Unless you're simply bored, yeah. When she speaks again, the fires of her rage have been tempered somewhat. What of you, then? Are you lonely? I guess, yeah. Like, I'm mostly happy with where I am in life. My job pays decently, so I'm not really wanting for physical things. The only problem is that these sojourns into the... Is this supposed to be journeys? Into the woods are the only free time I have. I guess it's supposed to be journeys? So yeah, I lead a very lonely life. Frankly, I think a part of me has been hoping you'd give me an exit to it. The creature goes silent as she processes my words. I realize far too late the possible implications of my statement as it pertains to my continued survival. However, when the creature speaks, it's with an almost somber level of understanding. Then to answer your inquiry, yes, I am lonely. I am unique in this universe. All the life I've encountered here thus far has been disgusting. And due to my situation, I cannot simply leave this planet in the same way I came here. Hang on, you're saying that you're an extraterrestrial? She sighs, rolling her multiple eyes. That is painfully reductive, but if it helps your tiny brain comprehend it, then you can think of it that way. I already gave you an exit once. I guess that explains how you're so well spoken. I was guessing you're some kind of mythical creature or government experiment. The next response from the creature is a loud roar that causes dirt and dust to fall from the cave ceiling. Do not speak of such things in my presence, not if you value your continued existence. I will devour you here and now if you dare to question me, am I clear? I hold up my hands and back off a bit. Yeah, I get you. Good. Why do you keep coming back? I mean, that went well. We live, Chad, we live. We live a little longer. I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature tears into it. Alright. Should we risk talking to it again, or should we leave is the question. While the creature is eating, I try to talk. I know this is a touchy subject, but where did you come from? I don't mean in general. I mean before you're here in this cave. I feel like you're kinda hard to miss, even though I've seen very little of you so far. Huffing, the creature grumbles back. My majesty is wasted in this cave, but the alternative is not exactly preferable. How do you mean? Remember how I told you never to bring up my mysticism and government matters in my presence? Before this, I was contained in a secret facility, hell-bent on destroying me. Destroying you? Why? The sour note enters her growl along with the narrowed eyes. Because they are absolutely terrified of me, of what I am capable of. And what might that be? I cannot die, no matter the method used to injure me, maim or otherwise eliminate me. I always come back. Sounds like you have regenerative abilities better than a certain talkative comic book character. Yeah. What the hell is a comic book? Nothing important. This facility keeps you contained and is trying to kill you. Is it just you there? Strangely, there is a sprinkling of amusement in her reply. No, my captors fashioned themselves as wardens over many things you humans relegate to myth and legend. They capture, contain, and otherwise seal away anything that meets their guidelines of anomalous. What sort of guidelines are we talking here? It all depends on a ranking system of how dangerous something is. Her eyes narrow and raise towards the ends, as if she's smiling. And I am classified as Keter, which is assigned to anything that meets 2 criteria. Or at least, that's how it used to work. Now they just hand out Keter deck. Oh my god, is this fucking taking a shot at SCPs now? It is! Isn't like the new SCP shit? Or at least, that's how it used to work. Now they just hand out Keter designations to anything slightly challenging to contain. So I'm guessing one of these criteria is that you're hard to contain. How did this facility do that to you? Sadistic sense of pride creeps into her voice. Oh, they keep me in a large vat of acid. They think the acid incapacitates me, but it's more like a warm pool thanks to my regeneration. I merely sit there and wait, biding my time until I can escape once more. How many times have you escaped so far? The creature gives both a physical and verbal shrug of her to my question. I lost count decades ago. The facility is not very bright and keeps using other anomalies objects to try and kill me. Each and every time their attempts fails, I break out and have a little fun, then allow them to contain me again. It's her. Keter time. Wow, you're all really excited. That's why I like this dev. All of her eyes open in glee, very perceptive of you. That said, there are limits to my adaptability and regeneration. Within a short time span, I can be temporarily incapacitated at best. Do you know what my favorite thing to do to my captors is? Well, we've established it's not telling jokes. There's a dramatic pause before the creature speaks next. I like to let them piss me off. Huh? You see, it riles them up. They think I enter into a rage state, and that causes them to panic. And then they panic. It's more fun when I break out of their containment. I'm not sure whether to congratulate your mastery of manipulating humans, or wonder why you're admitting all this to me. Perhaps you will figure out one day, though I doubt it. She laughs in a way that goes right down my bone marrow. Do you understand what kind of creature you're interacting with now, little human? The creature continues to chuckle as a chill runs up my spine at the implication of her words. Where's my allergy medicine? Oh, there it is. Alright. So, let's see. She's being more friendly toward us. That's good. Alright, so let's try giving her more food. You're running out of fresh meat. Soon I'll have to find a new source of food. The creature's eyes wink out one by one as it withdraws into the darkness. Maybe I scared it off? It's gonna kill me. Yep. So that's it for this episode. So I am very much enjoying this. So I will see you guys all next time. Thank you for joining. Welcome back to the Behemoth's Curse. I decide to make an exit while the creature is still eating. I'm surprised how much I was able to get the creature to talk today. That's a good sign, right? The revelation that the creature isn't of this world doesn't faze me at this point. What does catch my attention is how hostile it gets when I mention my theories about experiments and government stuff. Perhaps such things are in the creature's past? There is a lot to unpack about the creature's containment and abilities. I can't imagine what it would be like to be continually experimented on, let alone trapped 24/7. And although the creature has been doing its best to scare me off, I honestly feel bad for it. I arrive at the cave the usual time in the afternoon. This time I have plenty of meat on me. Hopefully the choice cuts the butcher gave me will go a long way. Why do you keep coming back? I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature tears into the meat. Why do you keep coming back? The creature is eating. I try to talk. The creature's eyes wink out one by one as it withdraws into the darkness. Maybe I scared it off? Oh no! Oh no 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 no. So you're just in a pissy fucking mood today. That was my bad. I forgot to save. What does that do? Remain still as possible so as not to upset the creature. You take a hint? What do you think will happen in the coming weeks? Like in general, or I mean in regards of my captors at the facility. Eventually they will catch on and seek me out for containment. Frankly, I am appalled that they have taken this long to locate me. She chuckles in a pitying sort of way. They must be losing their touch. You make it sound like you almost want to go back to their care. Which, by your own admission, is never-ending torture and experimentation. Her indignance at my remarks is more than evident in the way she positions herself in the cave. You act as if there are any other endings to this story. There is no happy ending in my future, nor in yours. Hold on. Oops, wrong button. Let's see if we can get a good look at her. You really can't see her much, yeah. When they find out about you, they will imprison and experiment upon you as well. Assuming I don't just kill you now and be done with it. In fact, that might be the most logical thing for me to do. Before she can fully emerge from the darkness, I try a Hail Mary. I don't believe you. The creature stops dead in her tracks. What? I said I don't believe you. The story can always be rewritten. The creature laughs and pulls back at the edges of the light. Your idiocy is reaching levels that should make it impossible for you to even perform basic functions. If there were a way to break this cycle, I would have found it by now. Perhaps you just need a little external help in that regard? Instead of her usual retort, the creature opts to recede back into the darkness. Go away before your stupidity rubs up on me. May not be good to keep poking her today, but we're gonna try. Let's try throwing another chunk at the creature and see if it's willing to talk. While the creature is eating, I try to talk with it. I hope this doesn't come across as insulting, but what's the craziest thing the facility has ever tried? Let me think. There's a pause and a low hum as the creature thinks. They once tried to kill me with bananas. Oh, I know about the bananas. Bananas? What, are you allergic to them or something? Chuckling, the creature waves her claws in a dismissive manner. Oh, nothing of the sort. They had an anomalous object that spawned bananas when consumed. Enough bananas to be lethal, radioactive, to the point of killing 9.12 million kilograms of bananas. Of overkill. Considering you're here, and that we've established you can't die, how did you get out of that? Simple, I ate them. I balk at her in disbelief. You ate 1.12 million kilograms of bananas? Sadistic joy enters her voice as she explains further. And a few helicopters and several of my captors before they contained me again. I was also able to shoot deadly rays from my mouth for a few days. You're pulling my leg. Oh, you believed everything else I've told you up until this point. But somehow banana is your red line. Yeah, don't they have an SCP that, like, spawns bananas? Because I remember that in one of the SCP games I played. That's fair. Though, if you'll permit me to point out, this is the closest you've been to a good mood. That sobers her up real quick. She drops back into a low growl. I will give you a chance to rephrase that statement before I eat you. No, I'm serious. It's nice to hear you joke around, even if your sense of humor is twisted. Ah, yes, of course. You found my weakness, performing stand-up comedy. Oh, ha, I'm dying of laughter over here. You'll die of something else if you keep taunting me. Alright, it went down. Let's go for the day. I decide to make the exit while the creature's still eating. I'm surprised how much I was able to get the creature to talk today. That's a good sign, right? The way the creature tried to warn me or grant what was, in its eyes, a merciful death, has given me food for thought. I also fully believe that her story isn't as set in stone as she thinks. I learned 2 very important facts about the creature today. Her captor tried to kill her with bananas of all things. Her sense of humor could do with some practice and refinement. Don't shit on her humor. You're just gonna piss her off more. I'm in trouble today. The butcher was only able to give me a single flank steak to work with. On top of that, the other meat I had with me went bad overnight. I did season the fresh meat a bit, but overall, I'll have to be careful with how I use it. Can't you take a hint? Oh, this is gonna go fucking bad. I toss the creature a chunk of meat. The creature hardly touches the meat. I do not care for this pitiful scraps. Can't you take a hint? I'm out. I don't want to push my luck any further. It's best I leave the cave for now. I didn't make any progress today. I might be pushing the creature's patience with me. I'm a little delayed in getting to the cave the next day on account of an incident at the butcher shop. Apparently, some wild beast broke into the shop overnight and stole all the butcher's meat. There wasn't anything to see on the security camera footage either. Whatever or whomever it did broke the cameras. It was her. I have a sneaking suspicion of who might be behind the theft. Can't you take a hint? Well, should we try talking to it? See if it kills us. Try to talk to the creature. The creature's no. I start to back out of the cave, but the creature lets out a threatening growl. Oh. Oh dear. Step 3. I start to back out of the cave, but okay, that's not gonna work. So let's try. I don't know if this is good. I think we're fucked either way with this. Yep. We kind of hit a dead end there. Toss the creature the chunk of meat. The creature hardly touches the meat. I do not care for these pitiful scraps. It means we might be able to escape. I'm not sure what to make of the creature at this point, but I have a feeling things are coming to a head soon. We live! The next afternoon, there's a terrible downpour. Despite the dangers of traversing the mountain in the rain, I feel obligated to check in on the creature. However, when I get there, she's nowhere to be found. There's no trace of her anywhere. Where could she have gone? There's not even a single dropped scale or scrap of meat or drop of blood in this cave. It's like she was never here. Am I going crazy? That's when I hear something scraping along the ground outside. Oh. Oh, that looks cool. Look at that. That is awesome looking. Again, I like the art. It works really well with this. She's going to murder the shit out of us, Jack. She is going to murder the holy hell out of us. Give me a second. Music's really good, too. You damned idiot. Why have you not caught on yet? You will have no hope of a future around me. So why? Why do you keep showing up? I fall on my ass as the creature looms over me, blocking my exit of the cave. Yeah, no, she dummy thick. She got those powerful legs. So this is that SCP, the crocodile one, right? Or the alligator? Yeah, I think she does like him. I think you're right. I fall on my ass and the creature looms over me, blocking my exit from the cave. She's massive, easily pushing 9 or 10 feet tall, though that her head only just misses the ceiling of the cave. Her 6 predatory eyes are locked on me like a hawk seizing up a rabbit. Answer me, Anon. I won't ask again. I gulp, trying to push past the sheer terror pulling in my gut. Sure, parts of her are definitely feminine, but all I feel is instinctual fear looking at her. I told you before, I was hoping you might be able to give me an exit to... Her eyes roll as she cuts me off. Yes, your pathetic, lonely life, I remember. I made it clear that there's no happy endings for either of us. There's no logical reason why you would continue to bother me. So, answer my question properly, unless you want to be eaten, in which case, keep prattling like an idiot. Heart's words must stare. Truth be told, I'm just trying to be kind. Maybe bleeding heart might be the death of me, but I'm at least willing to admit it. If that means you have to or want to kill me, so be it. You and your damned honesty. Revolting, but I can accept that answer for now. Still, the question remains what to do with you. It's clear you're just going to keep coming back. And every time you do, the greater the chance someone else will follow you. I don't suppose you just go away if I ask nicely. Nope. She sighs, crouching slightly and bending so her eyes are level with mine. Then why shouldn't I eat you and be done with it? You can eat something. For the matter, why am I even asking that question to begin with? Perhaps because you're lonely? Because no one's engaged like you like this before? This is all a trick. It has to be. A ploy to get me back into containment without massive casualties. Why else would you be so earnest and persistent? I mean, I can promise you I don't have any ulterior motives, nor am I working for anyone. So you say. Well, congratulations, Anon. You have me at a loss for words. Did you at least bring some meat? No, sorry. So then why did you come today? Did you honestly think a little storm would be a problem for me? If so, you wasted your time and mine. Then I won't waste your time further by denying it. At least you have a sense to admit it. Still, I must do something with you. This cannot continue as it has. About that, I had an idea. Oh, and what might that be? You could come live at my house rather than this cave. She scoffs, clearly thinking I've made a joke. You honestly think it's that simple? That I could live among disgusting apes like yourself? Play house like a juvenile? We won't know until we try, though a giant lizard like you would be hard to miss. Still, I'm willing to be you. What? This man got brain damage. I'm willing to be you have a way around that issue. Fully translated into English. Perhaps I can alter my form at will, but why should I? After all, this form is beautiful and glorious beyond compare. There's a bunch of guys in chat that agree and would bang the fuck out of you. Because I said please? That's it? You think a simple please is enough? No, but think of it this way. It'd be a new experience for you. You can always just kill me and come back to the cave if it doesn't work out. Plus, if you made yourself more human-like, the less chance your captors will take notice of you. As much as it pains me to admit, you may have a point. If things continue like they are now, nothing will change. Very well, we will try your idea, but the moment you begin to try my patience, I will kill you. Then come on, let's get going before the storm gets worse. We made it to Act 2, we lived. Somehow the two of us got back to my cabin without anyone noticing us. The first order of business is getting her into the shower before she tracks mud and grime everywhere. Once again, these barely fit me. I feel like they'll rip if I have to run in them. I mean, they're ripping on the side. That is a distinct possibility. What are these other things in this bag? Ah, a jacket, thigh highs, ones to help cover your arms and shoulders. The other does likewise with your legs. Is what I have not enough already? Are you trying to dress me up like a doll? What happens if I order her? No, but if you don't put them on, I'll take all of them away. You think you have the ability, nay, the impudence to deign to tell me what to do? I do, so what's it gonna be? Clothes or no clothes? Fine. Fine. Oh, she's really cute like that, actually. I like that outfit on her. I think it works. What do you guys think? Purity, is she a Godzilla? Yes. Yeah, it looks really nice on her. There, happy? Yes, I am. It looks good on you. As if your opinion... Oh, she's wagging her tail, look! As if your opinion matters, I am an apex being, and I always look good. So what happens now? We still have to do that demon wife game again, too. Now we use what little money I have left to get us both some food. Why not just take what we need? Outside of my captors, no one can stop me. Because it's not right to just take things in human society. But I am not human. Your laws and perceived notions do not apply to me. Look, if you go around stealing and breaking things, eventually someone's going to call the cops. And it's a short walk from the cops showing up to your captors appearing as well. Do you really want that? No. Good. Then let's go shopping together. Though you'll need a name for appearance sake. I suppose since you cannot say my actual name, I will permit you to offer one you can. Gator. I'm gonna call... No, not Gator. What should we call her? Godzuki? I like Godzuki. Nice reference. How about Godzuki? I suppose it will do. Oh, look at her pouting. I presume I should call you Anon as well, for appearance sake, as you put it. That would be ideal. Now that's settled, let's go. With my limited funds, I can only afford to take Godzuki to a few places in town. The cheapest would be Bendy's. But I'm not sure if Godzuki would appreciate fast food. The middle option would be the same butcher I've been getting her food from this entire time. Enough time has passed since the break-in that the butcher should have a decent stock again. There's the most expensive option, taking Godzuki to a sit-down restaurant. I can barely afford a nice dinner at a place like that to begin with, when it's just me. But with the Godzuki too, I'd basically blow through all my meager savings in one go. I figure the best course of action would be to rotate through each of the three. That way we don't become too much of a regular at one place or another. We might as well start with the butcher's. Godzuki's eyes light up when we enter the butcher's shop and the smell of raw meat hits us. She tries to hide her excitement, but that wagging tail doesn't lie. I'll be over there. Oh, look at her. Aww. Good puppy. Another one. We'll do more of this tomorrow. Godzuki immediately goes to inspect some of the prime cuts on display as I move to talk to the butcher themselves. Oh, Anon, is this the wildlife you were feeding? There's no point in hiding the truth, so yes. Well, no wonder you needed so much meat. She's huge. Not so loud, she'll hear you. I glance over to Godzuki to see her wiping the corner of her mouth as she continues to stare at the meats. No danger of that, I think. What sort of meat would you like this time? The usual stuff will run you about $42.67, but if you want what she's fixated on... The butcher lists off a total that's about as much as I have in my bank account right now. I look back at Godzuki. Should we spoil our girl? She's really cute, yeah. Do it? Okay. Okay. My wallet is going to complain, but seeing Godzuki's tail wag convinces me she deserves the best. I'll take your best stuff. Very well. Pull her away so I can wrap it up before she drools on it. You're really getting me all that? Yep, though we'll have to ration it out until I get my next paycheck. When's that? A couple days from now, hopefully? I will resist the urge to feast then. Both I and the wallet thank you. I let Godzuki carry our wrapped meat home, mostly because it's cute. By the time we get home, I'm terribly tired. I stifle a yawn as I turn to Godzuki. That's where we're gonna leave it today, and we will definitely do more of this next time. Hello and welcome back to Behemoth's Curse. By the time we got home, I'm terribly tired. I stifle a yawn as I turn to Godzuki. I forgot that's what you guys named it. I'm gonna get some sleep. Feel free to make yourself comfortable whenever you like. I suppose this is more comfortable than the cave was. There we go. Be thankful that our meal has left me sated. I will not eat you in your sleep. That's the nicest thing you've said to me, I think. Shut up and go rest before I change my mind. Hello, guys. There we go. That's the Godzuki I've come to expect. I retired to my bedroom after a quick shower. I would have invited Godzuki in, but I only have a twin-size bed. Plus, I'm not sure said bed could take both our weights at once. Still, I try to fall asleep with one eye open just in case Godzuki changed her mind about eating me. Sleep takes me with minimal effort. My dream is odd, to say the least. Oh right, tomorrow I have to go get my infusion. I'm galloping through the forest as if I were a deer, heart racing as I try to escape something. When I turn my head to look, all I see are Godzuki's multiple eyes and toothy maw floating behind me. Eventually, I run out of steam and Godzuki catches up to me. I brace myself and close my eyes, expecting the end. Except, instead of pain and death, I feel a very different sensation instead, pleasure. Well, this took an odd turn. My eyes snap open and immediately identify the source of that feeling. Oh, there's a switch in there. Luckily, I'm the type of person who has a fully remote job. That means I can supervise Godzuki, work, and generally have time to do little research over the following week. Godzuki just remains asleep and sprawled out across the couch most of the time as I type away on my laptop. The first thing I look up when I have free time is the news articles involving Godzuki. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like anyone's caught on to her yet. The police are still investigating the butcher shop break-in, but they don't have much to go on. I really need to get a longer wire thing. I do. I need to get like a longer claw arm for my Alright. Godzuki wasn't caught on any cameras, and the mess she left was inhuman. For that reason, the police seemed to be content with writing the whole thing off as a wild animal getting inside. Next, I checked social media, specifically focused on the town I live in. A few people have posted quick phone snaps of Godzuki and I walking around. Some commenters consider me lucky and wish they were me. Others wonder how long it took to make the cosplay that Godzuki is wearing. Only one person seems to be truly alarmed that Godzuki is walking around. But he's a conspiracy nut, so I write him off for the time being. That just leaves me with one sleepy lizard girl on the couch. I decide to put a blanket over her, even if she probably doesn't need it. Her lower and upper eyes crack open and look at me. What are you doing? I just thought I'd make sure you were warm. And you thought a simple quilt of fibers would do that? I mean, it works for me. You know, the more time I spend around you, the more I realize you don't actually have a plan. Ever since meeting you, you've just been winging it, as the expression goes. That's not entirely incorrect. This is exactly what I mean. You act without a care in the world. Remember what I told you back in the cave? My story cannot be rewritten. Yet you continue to act as if my captors will never find us. And when they do, I'm confident you'll be imprisoned as well. Why's that? They leave no bodies. As I've abundantly made clear time and time again, humans do not lend to lasting long around me. So the fact that you lived this long was enough of an anomaly for them to want to study. Although... She closes her eyes in contemplation as if searching for the right words. Nah, I would have noticed if that was the case. Noticed what? Nothing, never mind. What I'm getting at is that this current situation cannot last for long. They always find me, even though I'm being more subtle than usual in this form. It's only a matter of time. We need to plan out what to do when my captors come knocking. Ah, then it's my turn to notice something. For someone who doesn't care for humanity, you sure seem to care about me for some degree. Don't shit-talk the lizard girl. I merely haven't decided to eat you yet. Uh-huh. Then what was that experience a few nights ago? You know, the one where you snuck into... I merely had a need that needed to be sated. It's not my fault that you cannot understand the whims and thinkings of a being such as I. Right, well, to continue the previous point, I think what we do is obvious. If your captors come knocking, we simply run. That's it. That's your grand plan for rewriting my story. As you said, I'm winging it. Just the kind of person I am. Oh my god. I'm stuck with an idiot human. Fine, I suppose running is always an option. I'm glad you agree. How about we go get something to eat once I wrap up work here? Food does sound good right now. But this conversation is not over. I figure that if we go to Bendy's this week, I can afford to take Godzuki to Boliv Garden. Cardin! The fuck does Cardin mean? Is Cardin a word? I know it's supposed to be Olive Garden before you say it. Is Cardin a word? Next week. I'm pretty sure she never had fast food before, or well, not that she wasn't running and screaming from her. Everything's normal in the Bendy's lobby until Godzuki enters behind me. At that point, everyone's eyes go to the giant lizard woman in my wake. Luckily, it doesn't seem anyone's actually alarmed by her presence. I overhear some patrons wondering how Godzuki's cosplay tale works as I step up to the counter. Welcome to Bendy's. How may I serve you? I'll have a number 2, no onions, no pickles, and for her, I look over my shoulder and up to study Godzuki's face. How hungry are you, Godzuki? This is the best place you can afford? We couldn't have gone to the butcher's again? Sadly, no, they weren't running a sale this week like last time. This is so beneath me. Order me a double whatever you're getting. You heard her. Make 3 number 2s. That'll be $18.40. Here's your order number 13. I pay the guy and grab my receipt, and I motion for Godzuki to follow me. She barely fits in the space between the booth and the table, but somehow she manages after shrinking a bit. Were the clothes that expensive that we had to come here of all places? Nah, it's just what I can reasonably afford after feeding you for a week. I suppose I should be thankful for the continued meals. Even if I can smell that the food is extremely low quality. Yeah, I wish I could afford something better, but right now this is what we will have to live with. Who knew that humans could be even more disgusting? Listen here, you little bitch. I will take you to Burger King and really make you regret life choices. No self-respecting living being should be eating this slop. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Just then, the server arrives with our food. I pass 2 of the burgers over to Godzuki before taking one for myself. She sniffs at the burger, grimaces, and then takes a bite. I suppose once you get past the rancid toppings, it adds some flavor. God, if this is McDonald's, Okay, am I the only one that thinks McDonald's burgers now taste like fucking ass? Like, they salt the living fuck out of those things now for, pepper it. Their french fries aren't bad. Yeah! That's what it is. It's too much fucking pepper. I can't stand it. At least you haven't had to eat this every day like I've had to sometimes. I bite in my burger and immediately recoil. There's onions and pickles on it. Take it off, Jesus. What's wrong? Is your food somehow worse than mine? They left the toppings they weren't supposed to add. It's fine. I'll pick them off. I like the onions. You mean to say they could not follow the simple instructions you gave? Perhaps they would listen to my instructions. But they always did taste bad. I don't really eat... Ever since I've had my stomach surgery, I don't really like fast food or restaurant food. I prefer just cooking for myself. The few times I've had to eat fast food, I hate my fucking life after. She gets up and starts making her way to the counter. Uh-oh. Like, the only thing from McDonald's I really have sometimes is some fries and a McFlurry. Because I try to avoid their burgers. The portions are too small. They're too big for me. I usually get like a kid's meal. We should probably stop her. We should probably stop her, chat. But we're not. I quietly pray that this isn't about to turn into a bloodbath as Godzuki grows larger and approaches the counter. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. This is some Waffle House level of anger. You there, knave. My companion deliberately asked for no pickles and no onions. And yet you included both the same. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, our mistake. We'll get you a fresh burger right away. Not good enough. You will prostrate yourself before my companion, else there will be consequences. He asked for no pickles. That's good wife material. Bam, this is... I had already done the joke. This is a Bendy's. The best I can do is refund the cost of the burger in addition to getting you a new one. Then you will do so quickly before I lose my already strained patience. Right away, ma'am. Best wife ever. Here, your proper burger and the money you paid for it. Thanks, though everyone's staring at us now. They were already doing that. If you were worried about it, then finish your food quickly so we can leave. And if there is anything wrong with your new burger, I will tear this place asunder. The rest of the meal passed in they spit on it. Passed in silence, as I dare not mention that my patty is slightly overcooked. By the time we get home, Godzuki is in a much better mood. She eyes my TV and gaming console before pointing at it curiously. What the fuck is that? What is the purpose of this device? It's used to play video games. I don't suppose you ever played one. Think about what you just said. When would I have time to play any games? Other than mind games with my captors. Fair point. Then maybe I should teach you? Though I'll have to go easy on you. You will do no such thing. Do not insult me by handicapping yourself. Alright, fine. I like that everyone last night figured out that I can play fighting games. What the fuck? Is that a hot dog and a fucking burger? What the fuck is wrong with you people? I beg your fucking pardon. That's my reaction. Guess we'll play this one first. I hand Godzuki a controller and explain what each button does. She listens intently, never once asking me to repeat my explanations. So what is the point of this particular game? For my car to hit the ball into your goal and get the most points. Either that's Mole Car or they're playing Rocket League, I think it is. It's fucking Rocket League, okay. I like Mole Car. I mean, what is the point of playing? What reward do you get from winning? Hand job? You have fun and get the feeling of a sense of accomplishment? Huh? So, it is merely a time waster. There is no point. I mean, if you enjoy the time spent, is it really wasted? Yes. Alright then, what if I make things interesting? If you beat me in a best-of-5 match, I'll get you a nice big dinner with my next paycheck. You dare think you can still tempt me with food like a common beast? I mean, if you don't want to play, I suppose we could just go to Bendy's next time we go out. Don't insult her. You said best out of 5. I love the art. It is really cute. I may not be the best at Missile League player. I may not be the best Missile League player, but compared to Godzuki, I might as well be an expert. At least for the first 2 games. The longer we play, the more Godzuki adapts, both literally and metaphorically. She starts using gamer words that she didn't even know before. Her hands deform and reshape to give her the perfect grip and mastery on the controller. Her multiple eyes open up and track not only her screen but mine as well. That's cheating. Technically, I can tell her to stop screen sniping, but I don't for one very particular reason. The reason, of course, is being that she's smiling. Even in such a simple, mindless, pointless game like this, Godzuki is having fun. I just hope I haven't unleashed hell upon the future multiplayer lobbies by teaching her how to play. And on. What is this word they keep yelling at me that begins with an N? No! Why do they want me to listen to DuckTales? I'm having to pull out all the stops just to let her at bay, just to keep her at bay, and then I still lose the third game. Chat's having fun with this. The fourth game is even greater challenge. I'm stuck playing defense more than I can go offense, which naturally Godzuki uses to her advantage to sink goal after goal when I'm unable to properly block. Eventually, she wins our little contest, 3-2. There, I did it. I beat you at your own game. Now you will take me somewhere decent, yes? That was the bet, yes, but I don't get paid for a few more days. Get? What am I supposed to do? Great, what am I supposed to do till then? We could try another game if you like. I suppose I have nothing else better to do. What is this Light Souls game here about? No! No! Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy. Oh, we don't need to teach her that! Everything's normal in Olive Garden. Fuck it, I am just saying what it is. Everything's normal in Olive Garden lobby until Godzuki walks in behind me. The eyes of the host at the front podium go wide as he inclines his head to look up at Godzuki's face. Mommy? Welcome to Olive Garden. Table for two. That would be great, thanks. So we're gonna do our date next time. See you guys then. Welcome back to Behemoth's Curse. We're on a date at Olive Garden. They really couldn't have come up with a different name. That'd be great, thanks. We're led to a table with chairs in a part of the restaurant that was clearly not in use moments ago. Godzuki has 2 chairs due to her size and her tail, and even then I can tell she's not comfortable and shrink. Beginning to wonder if I should shrink myself. Maybe then this wouldn't be so damn annoying. I don't know, I think you're perfect for at the moment. What? What? I'm starting to suspect your warped taste includes women larger than you. No comment. Should we figure out what we want to order? The two of us browse through the menu the host left for us. Godzuki never asked for help reading the recommendations, so I assume she's doing fine on her own. Eventually, the waitress stops by our table and she looks nervous as hell but keeps glancing at Godzuki. Thanks for coming by today. What can I get to start for you? I will have the panini, God damn it. The penne arrabbiate, your finest breadsticks, and whatever passes for roughage in this place. Roughage? Roughage, whatever you're spelling humans use these days. Fiber, vegetables. Oh, we have salad. Do you know who I am? No, sorry. Mere salad will not suffice. I require something more grand. The poor waitress looks at me for help. Should I save her? Fucking... just help. What she means to say is that she needs a larger salad, not the usual portion. Godzuki glares at me but doesn't speak further. What happens if we just let her go? I shake my head slightly to indicate that the waitress is on her own here. Do not look at him. I am the one ordering here. You will bring your best attempt at a Caesar salad, meant to feed 4 or more humans. Alright, and for you, sir? I'll have the chicken Alfredo lunch portion if you don't mind. Got it. I'll be back shortly. Well now, that is over. Why have you brought us here? Huh? Because you beat me at Missile League and deserve a good meal. And yet we both know everything I just ordered is double, if not triple, of what you asked for. Does that not bother you? I'll go rob a bank later. I would have appreciated a heads up. You were going to order so much. My wallet can only strain so far. No, she'll be happier that way. I more or less accepted the fact that I had to budget for 2 ever since I met you. It just means I can't eat as much until my next paycheck comes in. You humans confuse me sometimes. Granted, you are an intellectual far beneath mine. I suppose it would be like asking you to understand an ant. I suppose an ant is rather simple, and yet I don't presume to know how its brain works either. Precisely. You do not question the actions of an ant. I should stop questioning your actions as well. That's actually rather profound. Of course it is. I said it after all. You may be a mere ant, but you can be educated. Thanks, I guess? Do not thank me. This should be common knowledge for all living things. Then again, I suppose he didn't properly make you to begin with. I hit my toe. Before I can ask what she means, our food arrives. Poor waitress has to have a second one help her set all the dishes down in front of Godzuki. My single plate looks meager in comparison to the feast on the other side of the table. Still, at least Godzuki is smiling. That means it's worth it. Even if my poor wallet has to be decimated. It's late when we get back from Olive Garden. Godzuki drops onto the couch and dozes off within moments. Sometimes I wish I could harness her ability to adapt like that. As for me, I'll be up for a while yet based on my sleep schedule. That means I could double check to see if Godzuki's been showing up in the news recently. Thankfully, the local news outlet doesn't have a single story about her. There is a video of Godzuki and I at Benby's on Face Novel, but the angle is rushed and you can't really see much. One commenter even had the gall to say even the Blair Witch Project had a steadier camera. Woo! That's a good one. So far, so good. I'm not ready to write off Godzuki's captors just yet, though. If they're as tenacious as she claims, it could be that they're lying in wait for the perfect moment to strike. I may sometimes be an optimist, but I doubt we'll be able to hide forever. I just hope social media posts won't go viral or reach too far outside our little town. For now, I'll head to bed with a large yawn. I hear a creaking of stairs just before I pass the threshold into dreamland. However, rather than ambush me again, Godzuki just picks up the covers and slides in next to me. Got tired of your couch. Be grateful that we will be sharing a bed. I could always swap and take the couch so you can have the bed for yourself. Shut up before I change my mind. Dude, you're stupid. Yes, ma'am. The fuck's a truffle-loaded what the fuck, Europe? Godzuki bounds into the butcher shop like a child being let loose in a candy store. She looks so happy. Once again, she gravitates to the choice cuts, tail fluttering back and forth. Back again so soon, Anon. Yeah, Godzuki is like a black hole with how much she eats. Well, I have good news for you. We're running a sale this week. Those cuts she seems to prefer are half off right now. How can I pass up such a great deal? I'll take a lot. Very good. Distract your wildlife for a bit while I wrap it all up. You got me the expensive stuff again? Why? Because it was on sale, so I figured why not? I wonder if that means something is wrong with the meat. Though I could not sense anything wrong with it. I glance at the butcher, keenly aware they can hear our conversation. Then it's fine. Sometimes a sale just meant to move product or make extra money. If you say so. More meat for me. I love the tail wiggles. The tail wagging is so cute. Full of energy from all of her meat present, Godzuki beelines to the TV to play more Light Souls. Oh no. Soon I get a front row seat to her learning how unforgiving this particular game series is. She's gonna break your fucking TV. How? Oh, come on. That was nowhere near my hitbox. This game is defective. Why would anyone play this garbage? This is every fucking Dark Souls player I've ever met. She's learning gamer words. She is. I do have any other games that are easier. I don't you dare finish that sentence. I can beat this game, just like I've beaten everything else that's ever been thrown at me. How about a hint or a word of advice then? Very well. I will this one time accept your help in this matter. That AoE attack that downed you, you have to iframe it. It hits the whole room regardless of what the graphics say. Oh, that's fucking bullshit! That's fucking bullshit! That's bullshit! That's bullshit! Oh, that's bullshit! Oh, I would lose my fucking mind on stream if oh, that's fucking mean. That's something they would do. Maybe I should go after the developers of this trash instead of my captors. If you're not having fun, I am having fun, even if this game is absolute bullshit. She's learning Dark Souls. Yep, I've created a monster. That reminds me, I have to do my stream of Elden Ring. Teacher, I can play Bloodborne so well it's not funny. It's scary how good I've become at that game. I put way too many hours into it. Here again. There's nowhere better we could have gone. Not that's in my budget this week. Then let us hope they get your order right this time. Otherwise, she doesn't have to complete her sentence for me to understand how dangerous this could be. That's such bullshit. That reminds me, I was playing Bloodborne from the very beginning when it first came out. And I remember, because everybody at that point that played it had like the pattern down pat for certain areas. So what do the fucking devs do? They patch it to fuck everybody over. Like, that's when they started patching in that the enemies could climb ladders and stuff, because they couldn't originally. So everyone would use ladders to their advantage. And I remember this, because I wasn't on stream when it happened. Oh no, I might have been actually. No, I wasn't. I wasn't on stream. I was doing just some grinding. And I was climbing a ladder, and it was the area where you can get the enemies crushed by the boulder. And I'm like doing the normal tactic, because it had just updated within like, let's say the first hour. And suddenly those fuckers are following me up and down the ladder. I'm like, wait, what? And I went on social media, and it was just everybody going, holy fuck, they can climb ladders now? It was one of the funniest things ever. Like, they fucking trolled us. Like, that was the thing. FromSoft would watch, like, people's streams and people talking on Twitter and stuff about plans. And they would fucking listen. They'd actually listen to what the strats were, and then they'd try to screw us over. It was mean, chat. It was mean. It was funny. It was mean. I was laughing. I straight up laughed when it happened to me. The devs saw you guys having fun and said, "Who could you have fun?" Oh, here, let's make it harder. Oh, that scared the shit out of me the first time they went on the ladder. Because I'm like, oh, they're just gonna fall. No, they know how to climb now. I'm like, and it was just FromSoft was laughing at people. Like, if you read the update notes after that, it was basically them taunting everybody. Like, give us more stuff that we can make harder for you. I kind of give them points on that. Because that was the first FromSoft game I had actually played, was Bloodborne. And I love Bloodborne. I like the aesthetics of it and stuff like that. Oh, Binding of Isaac. The original Binding of Isaac I'm really good at. I didn't play much of the newer version. Welcome to... The server scrunches up his face as he looks up to Godzuki. It's you two again. Is that a problem? No. What can I do for you? No. What can I get to start for you two? I'll have a number 1, no pickles, no onions. I turn in motion for Godzuki to make her order. I'll take a double, triple, bossy, deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with shimmy, light axle grease. Make it cry, burn it, and let it swim. Both the server and I stare in amazement at Godzuki. I see you know about our secret menu. There's no one's ever been so thorough. Consider it a test of your attention to detail after the last time we were here. The glare she gives the poor sod is so potent that even seeing it secondhand makes me wince. Right away, ma'am. That'll be $26.69. Your order's number 13. Once again, Godzuki squeezes into the booth opposite of me. I'm surprised you ordered all that, given they couldn't even get my simple order right last time. What we got last time was insufficient for my hunger. Besides, they dare not cross me a second time. For everyone's sake, I hope you're right. There's a stark difference in burger size when our meals arrive. Mine is a simple patty with lettuce and condiments. Godzuki's meal is a monstrous stack of beef and cheese, piled high with toppings and using toast instead of buns. Even for her, it seems utterly excessive. Well, the good news is they got my order right. What about yours? Godzuki inspects the burger carefully before smiling. Mine is correct as well. They even remembered the pickles. Good, but how do you expect to bite down on something that big? Oh no! Her mouth opens far wider than any humans ever could, exposing her deadly row of fangs. Must you really ask? Yeah, I was gonna say, why did you not just take it home? No, I suppose not. We eat our meals in silence. I note a few people staring at Godzuki in amazement as she devours her stack. Hopefully, the extra attention won't be an issue. Looks like someone died from a hamster bite. What? How is that a fucking what? What? That's a snack. That's a snack. By the power of AI. Yeah, that's a snack. Huh? What's up? I didn't think about murdering you the entire day. Yay, progress. Thanks. Usually I'm coming up with delightful ways to pay you back for everything you've done. But for once, I think I have to say something I haven't said in a while. That being, thank you. My giant murder lizard can't possibly be this cute. My giant murder lizard can't possibly be this cute. You're welcome. Want to play more Missile League? Sure. I no longer stand a chance against her, but we have plenty of fun all the same. It's hard to believe that not long ago I was having to dance between life and death via careful supplication of meat. Yeah, I did a couple of the story mode stuff for Dead or Alive. But it was funny coming back to the Discord and seeing people surprised. I'm just happy Godzuki taken this sort of life well. Or, well, as much as a being like her seems capable of. Still, I can't shake the feeling that this current peace isn't going to last forever. Is this how we just make SCPs happy? We give them video games? Oh my god, you could probably cause an entire destruction of a lab if you just give them Dark Souls. Once we get settled in place and we place our order, I decided to bring up something Godzuki said last time we were here. Last time we were here, you said he didn't make me right to begin with. What does that mean? I mean the being that you call God deliberately made humans to be flawed. They lacked free will and knowledge, at least until the serpent took my advice and offered the apple. I didn't take you for a religious type. I am not, but I can assure you that God is a real being. I've met them. They called you a jackass. You met God? I've met many beings that you pathetic consciousness would register as godly. Just because you can only perceive part of their extraterrestrial form, extra-dimensional form, does not make them all-knowing. Nor does it make them all-powerful. Though I have a particular bone to pick with him. Before I can inquire further, our food arrives. We enjoy a good meal thanks to the notable sacrifice of my wallet. Eventually, something I'm dreading comes to pass. I try to break the news to Godzuki, but she doesn't take it well. You said your work was fully remote. Why are they calling you into the office? The CEO is really trying to push people to return to the office. It's a stupid and costly idea, but I can't refuse them. Why not simply quit, or tell your CEO to, as you humans say, shove it? You know, we could take her and get a raise. We could take her and get a raise. I'm just saying. I don't exactly have another job lined up before quit or get fired. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck, especially since you arrived. You humans, instead of advancing as a society, you shackle yourselves to servitude. Though I'm honestly not surprised, humans are dead simple to manipulate. Well, manipulation or not, I gotta go into the office today. Can you survive on your own until I get back? I will play Light Souls and promise not to destroy your TV again. I have survived until now without your assistance. A few hours is nothing. Hey there, Wolf Warrior. You say that, but I half expect to return to a ruined cabin. Do you really think so little of me that you must treat me like a common pet? No. No, I don't, but I really have to get going. See you later. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it, and we'll see if our place gets destroyed next. 2. Behemoth's Curse. I wanted to make a joke about Iwani. Yeah, you know what? Iwani hugged that gator monster. Godzuki watches me go as I hop on my bike and begin to trek into the office. Once there, I'm treated to mind-numbing meetings and worthless gossip. The very thing remote work did away with and made working tolerable. It's therefore the greatest relief when I clock out at 5 p.m. and head home. Godzuki, I'm home! No reply. In fact, there's no sign of Godzuki anywhere in my cabin. She's even left behind her clothes on the couch. Oh shit. Where could she have gone? Did she ditch me? I don't have the energy to go searching for her after a long day of work. All I can do is hope she'll turn up sooner rather than later. God damn it, Godzuki. It's getting late. I hope Godzuki is alright. I'm about to turn in for the evening when there's a thud at my front door. Then another. Unsure of what to expect, I cautiously peer through the peephole. Your door is windowed. On the other side of the door, Godzuki covered in blood. I scrambled for the lock as she hurries inside. In D&D, we were doing rotating dungeon. No, was it rotating? Yes, it was rotating dungeons, I believe. Yes. So we had a harpy group. And I had used fear on them. So they wouldn't kill my character, my little black mage. They wouldn't kill her. But one of the other guys managed to seduce... I tried to keep the harpies alive to join us. And one of the other players figured out what I was doing. And the harpies were fucking retarded. Because my character was just shit-talking with them. After using fear, they didn't see her as a... they were too afraid of her, so they just talked. And one of our druids seduced a harpy and fucked her in front of the others just to prove he could. And then that harpy joined us. Oh man, it worked. It worked. That's okay, I made one of the harpies' heads explode. We got one harpy to join, the other two kept being really stupid, so I used, I think it's Death's Touch. It's the one where it's the auto kill one that you can only use like once every day or something. I think it's Death's Touch or something. I used that, and I fucked it into the floor by making its head explode. We like collecting characters, if you haven't noticed, from Cuisine Quest. Touch of Death, that might have been it. Well, you guys have seen our Cuisine Quest. Look at how many characters we've been collecting. That's what my group does. Well, you guys also have to understand, we don't... Well, while we have a serious one, like, our main campaigns are serious. All the ones that you guys see on the streams are just for fun, like, side missions. They're just side campaigns. We try to be sillier with our stuff, because it's just more fun. Like, not everything's completely serious. Because we've had people come into our streams and get one, we play 3.5. We don't play 5e. But people get mad we don't go exactly to the rules. And it's like, no, we're just having fun. It's just a bunch of people having fun. Well, the the little dwarf. What the fuck is it? Is it a deep gnome? The gnome that Arch took in, the gay one in Cuisine Quest. He was supposed to die, and you guys donated enough money to keep him alive. And I love Mike's reaction, like, why the fuck do you want this character alive? And the chat's just like, because we like him. Also, he did roll a nat 20 against getting raped by the orcs. The orcs. He's going to be very useful. Somehow, I managed to drag myself to the shower after that. Later that night, I get a phone call. Normally, I would let go to the voicemail, but there's a very real possibility it's work-related. If you guys haven't seen the Pokemon campaign, the last episode we did live, and it's on my other channel, Sinfully Pure, it's really funny. Cham still hasn't forgiven me. Yes, it's a porn game. Cham still hasn't forgiven me because I'm playing Mew. So everyone else is playing Pokemon, and the DM is basically Professor Oak sending us on missions. Well, the whole thing is Professor Oak also does horrible, horrible experiments on Pokemon in this universe. And as Mew, Cham expected me to stop it. And I made it known that in-universe, Mew knows what Professor Oak is doing and doesn't give a shit. And neither does Arceus. So basically, their two gods don't care. And he had no idea how to respond to that. Mew just wants to steal things. Oak is doing horrible experiments on Pokemon? He used Diglets to transport cocaine. Yes. Professor Oak from Pokemon. Yeah, in the campaign. Like, it's so funny that Cham was not, like, Cham was thinking that Mew would be upset by it all, and Mew's response is, yeah, Arceus and I know, we just don't care. It's like, fuck you. I'm playing basically Pokemon Jesus. I don't care. No, it's not actual Pokélore. This is all in-universe of the Pokemon D&D campaign we're doing. Like, Cham freaked out when he figured out my Mew. Because my Mew is just a horrible little kleptomaniac who just wants now to put Pokemon in Pokeballs and, like, make them do what she wants. Because she stole Ash Ketchum's Pokemon. Except Pikachu, we killed the fuck out of that thing. Normally, I would let it go to voicemail, but there's a very real possibility it's work-related. It wouldn't be the first time I got such a call, even if I don't get paid to be on call. However, when I look at the phone screen, I see some form of restricted number. That's not good. Scam, perhaps? I let the phone ring as Godzuki opens an eye to look at me. Has anyone ever told you that your ringtone is a war crime? She's turning into a shit talker. I love Junji Ito. Yeah, Junji Ito's really funny in real life. He just seems very happy. See you, man. This is coming from the 8-foot-tall murder lizard. I'm 8.5 feet tall, thank you very much. Yeah, because you just grew 6 inches, that's cheating. The person on the other end of the phone call doesn't leave a voicemail. Instead, they call again and again. You might as well answer it at this point. Well, let's see what's so urgent. The voice on the other end of the line is feminine and speaks with authority. Hello, Mr. Thompson. Thank you for finally picking up the phone. Who is this? What do you want? My name is none of your concern, Mr. Thompson. I'm calling about an escaped prisoner I believe you know the whereabouts of. I glance wide-eyed at Godzuki, but still try to keep my cool. I don't know what you're talking about. I live alone and haven't encountered any prisoners. I see this phone call was mostly a formality. Tomorrow morning I will be stopping by your residence to talk further. Good night, Mr. Thompson. The line goes dead. I knew it. They found us. We need to leave now. Are you sure that's wise? I mean, they could have just barged in here tonight without calling me. Maybe they just want to talk? That isn't their style when it comes to me. This is a trap, plain and simple. We need to go. Let's see. Alright, chat, do you want to just run? Now, we're going to do both endings, obviously. Do you want to run, or do you want to stay and meet with the mysterious caller? No, it's supposed to be an SCP. Everyone just wanted to call it Godzuki. Everybody wants to run. You're right, we need to get the hell out of here. Help me throw together a quick go bag, then we're leaving. Where are we going? Anywhere is better than here. Agreed, do not worry about food, I can hunt enough for the two of us. Pack only what you need to survive. Got it. Charger, 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 charger. So that's that. I love the art style. The sketchy look really works with this. This dev is becoming one of my favorites lately. As you suspected, ma'am, both targets have fled the scene. Probably because they expected us to get violent. To be fair, wasn't that the plan if your chat in the morning didn't pan out? Yes, but now they forced our hand. Track them best you can. Perhaps we can still do this with minimal casualties. End of Act 2. Alright, so that means the end of the video. And again, we will go back and see what happens another time. Welcome back to Behemoth's Curse. We're on Chapter 3 already. Godzuki and I navigate back to the cave I found her in, doing our best to make tracking difficult. Why is there a crippled ninja in my chat? Okay. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta answer with okay. Godzuki and I navigated back to the cave. Okay. You threw me off. Congratulations, Chad. Eventually, she scoops me up and starts leaping through the forest at incredible speeds. Godzuki disappears into the dark recesses of the cave as I take stock of the go bag I brought with me. We'll have light and heat for a few days, maybe more if we ration our batteries and heating packs. How long do you think we have to hide here? The question isn't how long we hide. It's when should we move again. I did my best to scatter our scent and minimize our heat and radar signatures, but ones pursuing us are crafty. Eventually we'll have to go deeper into the wilderness, always ready to move. I can't say I'm thrilled by the prospect, but if that's how things are, that's how things are. I love how this guy just goes with it. You okay though, Godzuki? Why are you lurking in the shadows like that? Oh, I had forgotten she looks like that. I don't remember if we ever saw her. She moves slightly into the light, revealing the fact that she's reverted to the same form I met her in. I saw no reason to continue the terrain masquerading as human. I can also adapt more quickly in this form in case our pursuers try something. Okay, but why hide from me? It's not like I haven't seen you like this before. The pause is Godzuki sighs. Because I know you had grown accustomed to the other form. Your form doesn't matter to me. Now come out into the light proper. Happy now? Oh, she kept the clothes on. I see you still kept the clothes on, even if they're torn now. I would have thought you'd return proudly displaying your perfect form without hesitation. The tatters still have their uses, such as being used as fire starting material. Better that I wear them rather than trying to stuff them into your meager backpack. Fair point, and here I wondered if you were just clinging to modesty. I am doing nothing of the sort. How dare you suggest I'm trying to hide my majesty? Then prove it. Tell me directly that you're not hiding it out of feelings for me. Damn it, Anon. We're on the run and you're still flirting with me? I don't know why I let you wedge yourself into my vulnerable spots in my scales. Well, it certainly wasn't an overnight affair. You said it yourself. It took weeks before you stopped thinking of how to kill me every day. That much is true. Even now, I'm finding it difficult to justify killing you. Even if it would mean you could hide and escape your captors better? Don't tempt me. Even if it would mean I didn't have to listen to your inane prattle. Then we can pass the time in silence if that's what you want. Not in the way you mean. I need to secure a large enough meal for the two of us. Wait here and do not leave the cave for any reason. Your scent will carry otherwise. There's a few games on there I really want to get. I want to get that Giantess one. Everyone keeps telling me it's actually a really good game. Alright, I guess I'll be here then. Godzuki slips out from the cave with alarming softness. Had I not seen her leaving, I would have missed her presence entirely. You could also send me Steam money. I'm good with that too. That just leaves me with time to sit and think. No phone, no radio, no electronic devices other than my wristwatch. The very same state that drew me to these woods in the first place. It's peaceful in a way to be so unplugged, but it does mean I have to confront my own thoughts. What is Godzuki to me? How far am I willing to go to protect her, to be with her? Is there even a way to keep from being caught in the long run? I had $100 $110 this morning, but I had to buy Miko's insulin, and I regret nothing. Is there even a way to keep from being caught in the long run? Will the rest of my life be spent running from cave to cave, never to see civilization again? I suppose that wouldn't be too bad, though. If I had food, shelter, and Godzuki around, I could totally zen out and live like a hermit. Some people would abhor that kind of thought, especially in this day and age, but not me. Still, it's a drastic shift from the life I was living before I met Godzuki. But maybe that's the point. I took a chance, a foolish one at that, and now I'm somewhat gotten to an utterly fascinating creature. She even fancies me back, or at least as much as she's capable of feeling. I don't know what the word love is in her vocabulary, but is that what I feel toward her? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this one. Status on the prisoner, Mr. Thompson. We lost their trail, ma'am. Last known heading northwest from the subject's home. Why is there a titty chick in the back? What the fuck is that? Does she have a duck bill? What? Why is there like big titty Daffy Duck here? Given 682's knowledge and average speed, we're looking at search area of Rhode Island. Wow, you're really not good at this, are you lot? No wonder you could never nail Afton before Josh came along. Oh, they're tying all their games together. It's one of the animatronics. We never did the rest of the second game, but I don't know if it finished yet. So that's the shark chick. I'll have to stick around to see how this ends. Did you say something? No, ma'am. Still have no sign of 682. Only these crate drop rates are... All these crate drop rates are bullshit. Why are you opening loot crates instead of monitoring the local comms for 682? Because there's nothing to monitor. They ran off into the freaking woods, man. No device to snoop on out there. You could still process the data from our satellite in orbit. I kind of like how they're trying to connect all their games. Again, if you haven't seen it, and I'll do the long plays of them. We haven't finished the second game because I don't know if it's done yet. The second game that they've done, but their storylines are actually pretty good. Oh, I am. But right when we lost her, 682 shifted her thermals and radar signature. You might as well be asking me to tell the difference on sensors between insects and F-22. It's your job to tell the difference, Jeffrey, so quit goofing off and put that brain of yours to work. I really need to check and see if we ever finish the second one of their Five Nights games. Godzuki returns holding the carcass of a deer, along with some wooden firewood. She sets the former aside and helps me build a fire, such that its light can't be seen from the cave entrance. The air will flow. The air will flow and take the smoke deeper into the cave network. It's partially why I chose to hide here. That said, you won't always have the luxury of cooking your food while you're with me. So I suggest you make the most of this meal. Why does it do that? Not to worry. I brought plenty of high-calorie, non-perishables. I'll be fine without a fire for a while. Then our meal concern is keeping you fed and hydrated. I stop what I'm doing and stare at Godzuki in wonder. What? You just put my well-being above yours. I did no such. Bitch, I will just eat you right now. Don't even start with me today. Okay. Then we'll have to go back and I'll have to check later. Because I wouldn't mind doing the rest of their second game. You and I need to have a frank conversation about this before it spirals out of control. Well, short of our pursuers crashing through the forest, we've got time. True. Then let me start with the most pressing concern I have. You're not an average disgusting human. Thanks, I like you too. No, like, you're not like that, you buffoon. I mean that I cannot truly kill you. Again, thanks. Will you let me finish? Sorry, go ahead. I've killed you 7 times already. No, we haven't died 7 times, have we? And yet, here we are having this conversation. Is that some kind of alien lizard humor? Because if it is, I'm not getting the punchline. No joke, somehow you are avoiding death and changing world lines. To put it in a way you monkey brain can comprehend, you're hopping realities each time you're about to die. You're pulling my leg. How can that possibly be? I don't know how you're doing it, but I know you've done it at least 7 times. I have senses beyond the disgusting creatures of this world. They let me sense things like this. My best guess is that it's similar to the curse he put upon me. Your curse anchors you to life by dragging you through multiple world lines. So you're saying that I've what, cheated death in 7 different instances? More or less? Now you see the issue we face? You're just as valuable as a specimen to my captors as I am, but the captors wouldn't know about that. And the more times you die, the more chances they have of detecting us. Because if I can sense this, they will have their own methods of such as well. Hang on, what happens if I die of old age or sickness, or starvation, or... In all instances except natural expiry, your world hop lines. That could mean that you miraculously recover from a debilitating disease. Or that you avoid having your bones and organs destroyed from being crushed. Hell, I'm pretty sure you could avoid drowning by finding one last burst of energy over and over again. If that's the case, why does that change your priorities? I feel like I know the answer to that already, but I want to hear it from Godzuki. If you can't figure out that on your own, I'm not going to bother explaining it, you stupid fuck. Let's get this deer cooking while it's still fresh. She just wants him around because she likes his cooking. I'm a genius. Something found, Jeffrey? All I had to do was shift the satellite sensors to the theta band, and bam, I found him. You mean you found Mr. Thompson instead of 682? Yeah, but it's probably a foregone conclusion that 682's near him, yeah? Why else would they have run off together? He's got a point, ma'am. The question is, do we move in to try and capture them now? How far out are they from civilization currently? Not far enough that a nearby town wouldn't be caught in the crossfire. Then we need to get them to move farther into the wilderness. Sure, the boots on the ground will have to deal with the terrain more, but I would like to minimize casualties on this one. How should we go about chasing them northwest, then? Send a team to get close? No, I have a better idea. Why does this for some reason remind me of Seiya no Uta? Look at our girl. Eh, you were right, Anon. This place is beautiful. Not as beautiful as you are, Godzuki. Aw, you're just saying that because I'm in this form. We really do need to go back eventually after we hit the NC. Doesn't matter to me. Now, I love you regardless of what form you're in. Then you're not mine. You don't think it's weird seeing me in a sundress like this? Oh, I kind of think it's cute, though. It is cute. But not at all. I want you to feel comfortable and proud of whatever form you take. Someone's trying to win brownie points for later. Maybe. But it's time to wake up. Huh? What do you mean? I said wake up. I'm awake. What's wrong? Godzuki points to the entrance of the cave. Listen. I tilt my head and focus. Sure enough, I hear the echo and broadcast coming from somewhere far above the trees. A controlled burn of this area will begin shortly to prevent future wildfires. If you can hear this message, please exit the forest or move to the northwest as quickly as possible. You will be safe if you are able to get to the opposite side of Penbosk River. If you are unable to exit or otherwise have difficulties leaving, please call the following number ASAP. Don't do that. They're planning to smoke us out, literally. Damn, I assume that broadcast is coming from a drone. Is it safe to move? Perhaps I'll need to carry you if we have any hope of outrunning the drone, though. Doesn't sound like we have a choice. Let's get going. Godzuki cradles me closer to her body as she tears through the forest with alarming speed. She's hunched over to shield as much of me as possible from the eyes in the sky. I have to shout for her to hear me in the rushing air. You know, I wonder if it was a mistake to actually cross the river. Maybe we should move further north rather than northwest? As usual, you're several steps behind. I'm taking us to the northeast so we can cross over the other river, before aiming for Matasunik Lake. You certainly seem to know the local geography. What, you thought all I did was sleep on your couch these past weeks? I likely know Maine better than Snowbolt. Then what the fuck's a Snowbolt? Then let's hope those after us don't have a GeoGuessr on his level in their employ. It doesn't matter if they do. The area around the lake is completely backwaters. There's plenty of places to hide. And I hope for the both of our sakes you're right. By the time Godzuki finds us a new cave to hide in, it's absolutely pouring. We're both drenched as we take stock of our new temporary home. Not as good as the original cave. Doesn't run nearly as deep. The air flows out, not in. Still, it will suffice for now. I take my shirt off, wringing it out, not only to note Godzuki staring. Like what you see? What? I don't have a bunch of ticks on me or something, do I? No, it's just... Never mind. No, let's hear it. Whatever it is, I can take it. I never thought I'd end up in a spot where I was protecting something I reviled. Well, it's not like you ever made your hatred for humans perfectly clear. But why is that? We talked about it before, but you sound like you have more to say on the subject. Very well, then I shall be blunt and simplistic. Humans are greedy, destructive, vindictive, xenophobic species. Ah, so she does know about Warhammer. Your kind fights amongst yourselves for resources when there's ample to go around. Your society praises hoarding of wealth and power like the richer gods. You elect leaders who are more concerned with lining their pockets than advancing society. You ostracize anyone who's different. Hell, you cheer on barbarous acts against them. No, that's only certain people. The left. You use the old, sick, poor, and unborn as scapegoats or hostages, depending on the situation. And if it weren't all bad enough, You've had the audacity to think you have compassion. To think justice and mercy are innate qualities of life rather than comforting lies. It's been nothing but this game. And to think, instead of becoming better, humanity has become worse. Become worse because of the apple. I can't comment on the apple thing, but I will say you're only partially correct. Oh, in what way? Sure, humanity will likely never become civilized like Star Trek shows, but we're still capable of great things. There's always good to be found amongst all the evil, someone trying to do the right thing, because it serves them in some way. No, because they are generally good people out there. Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, people like that. People who would aid their fellow man out of pure compassion and a desire to see us rise as a species. Such individuals are the exception, not the norm, sadly. Perhaps not. Would you say researchers and doctors are all disgusting? You're asking me that? Someone who's been under containment and experimentation for decades? Fair point. I'm just trying to say that some people are willing to help others. Humanity has a long way to go to stop being disgusting, but I wouldn't write us off entirely, not yet. Your argument is flawed, but that is to be expected. Even your greatest minds have failed to engage me in meaningful debate. Then how do you explain love, Godzuki? What do you mean, love? I mean that inexplicable feeling and desire to make another person happy no matter what. That ache in your chest when that someone is gone or just really far away. That is all a biological mechanism meant to incentivize the propagation of your species. Then what about love we have for our pets, or the desire to seek out love even if it means getting hurt in the process? Can you really tell me that something as powerful as love isn't something to admire humanity for? Where is this going, Anon? What is the point you're trying to make? If you're trying to say I'm your pet, I will find a way to kill you for real. Good doggy. I guess I'll just come out and say it then. I know you hate humanity, and I know you hate me on some instinctual level. But despite that, despite the barbs and danger that surrounds you, I love you, Godzuki. You love me? You're just saying that so we'll fuck again. I take Godzuki's hand in mine. No, I mean it. I'm just sorry it took so long to admit it to you and myself. You idiot, you damned fool. I should kill you for having the audacity to harbor such feelings for me. But we established that you can't actually kill me. True, but I'd at least feel better. I guess there's really only one thing I can do in this situation. So we will find out exactly what she wants next time, guys. Thank you for joining me. Hello, and welcome back to Behemoth's Curse. Thank you for complying, Mr. Thompson. That makes my job easier. I never got your name, miss. Special Agent Katoa, my badge. I hardly get to see the world's magical Bureau of Investigations on the badge she represents before she pockets it. You have prisoner 682 in the cave, yes? I do. Is there any chance you could convince her to come with us without a fight? No. I'm gonna go with no. I see. It's unfortunate you all are this far away from civilization. Yes, less casualty paperwork I have to do. It's fortunate. But if there is truly no way to go about this peacefully, what if there was? I'm listening. Why can't Godzuki and I just go back to my cabin and play house again, as she puts it? It's not like anyone in town was scared or annoyed by her presence. Well, except maybe some service staff. It's not that simple, Mr. Thompson. Or has 682 not told you yet? Told me what? You see, 682 has an insidious, mimetic effect on all humans. The longer someone is exposed to 682, the more their thoughts turn towards the ways of killing her. Even with limited exposure, the beginning stages of that effect are evident in your town. The end result is the same, a person who will obsessively try to come up with increasingly inventive plans to slay 682. There's a similar mimetic effect surrounding prisoner 053, which is likely why 682 and 053 can coexist peacefully. The problem is that the thoughts directed towards 682 are born of a desire to defeat the undefeatable. Even among my colleagues, we have to submit to regular monitoring and testing to identify any signs of being affected. Otherwise, if such symptoms are allowed to progress, we're talking about a loss of order and rampant destruction of 682's surroundings. Though 682 still does her own fair share of destruction, mind you. Wait, so you're telling me that people naturally try and come up with ways of killing 682 simply because she can't be killed? Yes. Then how come I wasn't affected by her like that? That's something we don't know. Even though my team and I have high resistance to the effect, we're still vulnerable. I turn back to the cave and look at the darkness within. Godzuki anticipates my question. She is not entirely incorrect. Now do you see the problem facing us, Mr. Thompson? The only way we can limit loss of life is by keeping 682 in a secure facility away from normal populace. My brain races to find something to say, to find a solution to all this. Just before Katoa speaks again, I end up blurting out half-baked thoughts. So let us live out in the backwoods. What do you mean? I mean, if Godzuki naturally makes people want to kill her, we just need to live somewhere without people. What better place than somewhere far enough away from civilization that it's just Godzuki and I? What are you saying, Anon? I agree with 682, strangely. What are you proposing? I'm forming the plan as I go, hoping that it'll work out in the end. Well, if Godzuki and I were allowed to build and live in a cabin off the grid, wouldn't that mean other people wouldn't be corrupted? I mean, it'd still be nice to have creature comforts like power, running water, and internet, but we could give those up. You realize there's very few places in the world that would suffice for such a thing, correct? Alaska is the nearest such locale, not to mention 682's original holding facility. Why should we go to the effort of helping you make a homestead? What assurance do we have that 682 won't simply kill you when she grows bored before going on another rampage? To Katoa's credit, she doesn't flinch when Godzuki emerges from the cave and towers over her. Bitch fight! Give me Anon here and I'll behave. There's a very good reason why I won't kill him. And are you going to share that reason? Fuck no. Katoa stares at the two of us for a time. I can taste the tension in the air between the three of us. I kept thinking Godzuki is about to snap and tear Katoa in half, but the moment never comes. Instead, Katoa relaxes and shakes her head. I'm surprised, 682. Normally, by now you're trying to rip my heart out or crush my skull. If I did, you'd use the army and the drones all around us. That would likely kill Anon in the process. A fair point. Still, I'm not going to believe you'll behave if we give you Mr. Thompson. You're asking me to take you at your word, and until now, most of your words have been cursing us and our methods of containment. The alternative is we turn this entire area into a war zone that you will have a very hard time covering up. We could always say another Tunguska event happened. It's worked before to cover up your rampage. Before they can really start to argue, I step in. It seems to me that we're dancing around the real issue here. That's trust. What would Godzuki have to do to convince you she's serious? You would have to touch her while she declared the nature of your relationship. Now she's just fucking with her. Every other time she's touched biological tissue, she's gone into a rage state. I look at Godzuki. She nods and I reach out to hold her hand. Anon is my mate, and I will kill to protect him. Well, that certainly wasn't what I was expecting. Then you believe her? I believe 682 is about as I believe 682 about as far as I can throw her. She's played docile before to get us to lower our guard, only to strike when the moment we relax even slightly. Godzuki looks to me with some of her eyes, the rest remaining on Katoa. Remember the banana thing? I pretended to be dead as the radioactivity built within me. One of the many instances where I played possum in order to have some fun. See what I mean? We're not dealing with a rational creature, Mr. Thompson. Look, just give her dark souls and, electricity and internet, and she's content in life. She's a gamer now. She will say and do anything if it means killing as many of us as possible. That includes fucking you, apparently, which is a brand new trick of hers. It's not a trick, not this time. Were that you could be believed, 682, but all you've shown me is that you're going further and further to pull the wool over my eyes. Godzuki makes a step forward, but I stop her once again. Look, why don't we back off a bit on both sides and take it a bit to calm down? We're going in circles here. Katoa raises an eyebrow at the gesture and suggestion while Godzuki glares at her. Y'all are talking food in the chat? Just fuck in front of her to prove it? That's how we prove our dominance. Give it time. We gotta wait to prove our dominance. Very well, in the interest of not ruining the natural beauty of Maine. Nah, fuck it. Nobody cares about Maine. I will take your proposal to my superiors, Mr. Thompson. Why the fuck does everything happen in Maine? What the fuck did Maine do to every fucking writer in the universe at this point? Fuck, man. Just everybody fucking hates Maine. It's funny. Should you or Godzuki attempt to flee from this cave, we will not hesitate to bring you both in using extreme prejudice. Am I clear? Crystal. Katoa disappears without another word, Godzuki growling at her. She is lucky, Anon. I was close to killing her. God damn it, King. I'll take the Lovecraftian approach to everything. Come on. Jesus. My voice hates me because of the weather change. Give me a minute. Actually. Come on, back into the cave before you make things worse. You're not seriously gonna go with 05 You're seriously not going to go to the 05s with Mr. Thompson's proposal, are you? Yeah, Katoa. There's no way you of all people would go I have no idea who got whose voice, so fuck it. Yeah, Katoa, there's no way you of all people are gonna go for such a ridiculous thing. It's our duty to figure out why 682 is being so docile around him. Besides, while the 05 Council debates what to do, we can get further troops and weaponry into position. Of course, ma'am. Sorry to doubt you. Do we have anything new on Mr. Thompson? Anything that is abnormal, no matter how seemingly insignificant? Not really, boss lady. He's an average guy as you can get. Nothing special about him or his family either. Unless you count a slight iron deficiency noted at his last physical, can't see anything that explains 602's behavior. Then dig deeper, and if I catch you goofing off, I will see to it that all your gaming accounts are banned and erased. Jesus, what a bitch. Don't touch my gaming. Godzuki and I sit in relative silence with our cave as we wait for Katoa to come back. She keeps a majority of her eyes on the entrance, only sparing 2 for me. They're bringing in more troops and equipment. There is more aircraft in the area. Somehow I don't think the bitch is going to go for your idea. You have to give a little hope, Godzuki. There's a chance things will work out. You don't understand. Katoa and I go way back. All the way to the beginning. She was part of the team that brought me in for the initial containment. I personally killed every other member of that squad. She's the only one left. Yeah, no, I'm starting to see why she doesn't trust you. Gee, I wonder why she doesn't trust you. A fact I like reminding of her of just to piss her off. How long has it been going on? All that matters is it's longer than your entire existence. She will not stop in her quest to see me contained or destroyed. Sounds like she's suffering from your medic effect. That is distinct possibility. Before you, she was the human most resistant to it. My only guess about your immunity is something I can't speak about right now, because they're likely listening to us right now. You catch on quick. Now do you understand why only fate facing us is containment? You know, if we contain her and just give her, like, every new video game that comes out, will that chill her ass out? I could kill every single idiot out there, but Katoa would never stop hunting me, hunting us. Then again, we need to try and be optimistic. Your optimism is what's gotten us into this situation to begin with. Yeah, and hasn't it been better than your initial plan of just sitting in that first cave biding your time? Remember what I said before about helping you rewrite your story? This is me doing that, the only way I know how. You damned idiot. Fine, we'll wait. But don't blame me later if this ends up being messy. Just as I'm about to reply, Katoa calls into the cave again. A word, Mr. Thompson. Be right back. You have good news for us, I hope? You are fortunate that I am not the one deciding your fate. My superiors are actually giving your suggestions some thought. Then that is good news, better than the alternative. Do you know your curse, Mr. Thompson? My heart skips a beat and my eyes widen enough for Katoa to notice. Then you do know, at least partially. You see, we've been looking into your family since you are so unremarkable. And wouldn't you know it, someone in your family pissed off the Morgan Le Fay. Alright, fuck it, not the weirdest thing. You mean that Arthurian witch? I'm vaguely familiar, if so. She's no witch, Mr. Thompson. She's the current ruler and sole occupant of Avalon. Madame Le Fay has helped our cause a few times, but we had to find this connection ourselves. So, what did my family members do to piss her off? The details aren't important. What matters is the curse Madame Le Fay placed upon you specifically. Katoa clears her throat, either reciting from memory or reading off some kind of display in her glasses. May the 10th generation of the House of Thompson be the last forevermore cursed to exist. No matter the injury nor the sickness, the 10th will be made to live. So saith I, Morgan Le Fay. You are the only child of your family's 10th generation, thankfully. Otherwise, I'd have even more cleanup to do. Natsuki calls from the cave before I can get a word in. Tell Morgan she doesn't owe me that favor anymore the next time you see her. Katoa ignores Gazuki's taunt and continues to focus on me. So, Mr. Thompson, we believe we understand why it is 602 hasn't killed you yet. She is incapable of such, literally and metaphorically. This is all great, but what about my idea? Is that still on the table? I wouldn't get your hopes. Katoa starts to answer, only to put her hand on her ear and speak to someone else. Speak. You are positive that came directly from the O5 Council? I don't care what she says. Get me a secure line with them right now. Kazuki calls out from the cave behind me. Trouble in paradise, Katoa? Katoa glares through me towards the cave with an intensity of 1,000 suns. Then she departs without another word, storming off back to what I imagine must be her mobile control room. Let's hope that she doesn't hold that against us. she is... Oh, she is mad. The secure line with Avalon is ready, ma'am. Put it through, then. Miss Katoa, to what do I owe the late phone call? You know damn well what I'm calling about, Morgan. I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific, dear. There's many things you and your organization call upon me for. 682. The beast you kept hidden away in your garden before you kicked it out and made it our problem. Why are you now calling in a favor to protect it? Who says I'm protecting her? Maybe it's the one I cursed that I'm protecting? Nice try. You don't dish out curses like that and then suddenly work to undermine them. Who's got to you? What did the O5 Council fuck up to make you do this? Someone's paranoid. No one got to me. I simply made a decision, that's all. A decision that places the whole of humanity at risk. There's no way in any of the hells that this idiot 602's attached itself to will placate 682 for long. And when it does grow bored, guess who will have to pick up the pieces? That's right, me. So I ask again, what is your game here? Katoa, dear, my position in Avalon affords me a look at the broader picture. You are limited to a linear perspective that's been warped by pure hatred. All this time you focused on destroying 682 instead of getting to know her. That's because it went to a rage state every single time it touched organic matter, or was even in the same room as it. And why is that? You've been torturing experimenting on her non-stop. Attempts were made at peaceful resolution. I know, I lost many good agents trying to do things that way. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be left alone. You're asking me to let a walking antimatter bomb have freedom. And yet, Mr. Thompson seems to have developed a rapport with her. Clearly, you didn't do a good job enough before. However, you have a chance to correct this travesty. Just listen to the favor I requested of the Council. If you can't do that, I'm sure the Council can find someone who is willing to listen. Damn you, Morgan. Katoa storming off, probably a good thing, yeah? Might mean someone above her head is considering my request. Heh. She can't fathom a world in which I have a semblance of peace. She will only bow her head to me if there is no other option. And even then, I will never stop hunting her every waking moment. It's just the way she is, the way I am. She's back, by the way, gnashing her teeth out there. I can hear the grinding. Then I guess I better go say hello. I can feel the raw fury rolling off Katoa, her every word dripping with venom. Mr. Thompson, it seems I do have good news for you. My superiors are willing to try your idea with a few stipulations. You'll get your homestead, but you will consent to regular monitoring and testing. If at any point 682 leaves the designated area or its corruption spreads outside of it, the deal's off. The both of you will be incarcerated and contained until we can find a way to terminate you. Katoa is trying to remain professional, but she's right at the line of losing her composure. I can't help but smile and look back towards the cave where Godzuki is hiding. See, Godzuki, I told you I could change. Katoa suddenly grabs me by the collar, screaming into my face. You can't change her, you idiot. She will grow bored of you, and she will break the agreement. And even if you think you could play house with her for years, I will never give up searching. I will find a way to kill her and you. Sounds to me like someone's resistance to Godzuki's corruption has just run out. Katoa releases me with a snarl. Godzuki starts to loom out of the cave, but I motion for her to hold back. You don't know 682 like I do. You haven't seen her kill everyone you care for, making a mockery of their sacrifices. So go ahead, play pretend with that monster. But don't come crying and begging to me when it all goes wrong. Katoa takes a deep breath, smooths her hair, and returns to being professional. It will take at least a week to construct your facility out in the Alaskan wilderness. and another to arrange proper transport for you. Until then, the drone will remain overhead at all times to monitor you. Do not shoot it down. That's it? That's it, Mr. Thompson. You're lucky I have to go to clean up a XK class end of the world scenario, otherwise I'd stay here and watch you myself. Good day. Godzuki and I watched Katoa disappear into the forest before turning to one another. So, what do we do for a week or two out here? I can think of a few things. Horny, isn't it? Oh, we got our first ending. Or one ending. True death count, 0. Fuck yeah! Sometime later. Godzuki and I have settled into our new home in Alaska quite well. Katoa's organization built an exact replica of my cabin down to the smallest detail. We're truly out in the wilds where no one else can stumble onto us. All our food and supplies have been brought in by helicopter every month, but otherwise we have all the creature comforts. Still, someone's not happy. Anon, I'm not happy. I have played every single video game you have. I've read every single book you have. I've listened to every bit of your terrible music you possess. And yet, despite it all, I can't answer one simple question. That being, why am I not bored now that I know and understand everything about you? Well, first of all, that's a complex question. Second of all, that means you either really like me or you accepted our fate. I should be furious with you. I should be livid that I'm confined here. But I'm not, and that terrifies me. As it likely does all the agents monitoring us right now. I motion at one of the many places where Godzuki and I have found so-called hidden cameras. What the fuck is that? Gator wife. Yes. Oh god, she beat Light Souls. Yeah, no, she did. We're gonna have to get more video games for her. The point, though, is that this is what happens when you find someone that you can be yourself around. Where you're comfortable enough with them that all barriers drop. Fuck. You do realize that the rest of eternity isn't going to be like this, yes? Eventually, circumstances will change. Oh, most certainly. The only constant is that change is inevitable. But what matters is living in the moment, not in the past or the future. The right here and right now. I still don't like the fact that they get to watch us having sex. I mean, with the way you roar and make everything shake, they're probably terrified out of their minds every time. That our little predatory/prey thing will actually end up in a grisly fashion. Idiots, both you and them. Perhaps, by the way, there was a special present I asked them to get us for the latest shipment. It's in the bedroom, go check it out. Moments later, I hear wrapping paper torn asunder and a box being opened. Oh my god, it's the new Steam box. Must I wear this? Honey, you'll look great in it, trust me. I hate you. No, you don't. Now come on. I want to get a picture of you in the garden. Are you happy now, you big idiot? The happiest man alive. Then I guess I have to make sure you stay happy. After all, we're stuck with each other. That's the spirit. Now smile so I can get a photo. Aw. God damn it, that's adorable. That was certainly an interesting tale, wasn't it? Funny how 682 and Katoa went on the same journey, but in opposite directions. Though I suppose I did help them out a little bit here and there. Regardless, thank you for taking the time to listen to this old fox's stories. It means the world to me that you're willing to engage with me over all the other distractions out there. But for now, this is where I say goodbye. Ciao. I like this one. Again, I like Night Fox's game. I do have the full one for the other game they made. What the fuck? But yeah, this is so cute. So there's event replay. So we missed one. Alright guys, so that's it for this lovely game, and I will see you guys next time for another fun game. Bye guys!